What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we are going to review and analyze another police involved shooting, but before I start, I want to give you a warning. This is very graphical. If you're the type of person that cannot see violence, please turn away, or if you're under the age of 18, please consider asking a parent or somebody who's over the age to allow you to watch this video. This is very graphic. Anyways, back to the video. This happened in Atlanta in 2022. So about 3 and some change. This deadly shooting involving a gentleman called Nygil Cullins. Pretty much this guy is an ex-employee of a restaurant named Fogo de Chão, which I'm assuming that is Brazilian. It sounds Brazilian to me. And pretty much he goes in. The staff tries to sit him down in the dining area. He's very belligerent, according to records, very belligerent, and refused to be sat down in the dining area. Instead, he says he wants to go to the bar. No problem there. He sits at the bar and then continues to yell at staff back and forth, according to court documents. Now, the issue here is that he has a visible firearm in his waistband. Now, I don't know the gun laws in Atlanta, but I'm assuming because nobody either doesn't notice it or everybody's okay with it, based on the camera, on the CCTV camera, that the gun laws are way different in Atlanta and you can open carry. But this is my 2 cents in it. I don't live in Atlanta. I never visited Atlanta. So I don't know how I will feel about that. But if, let's say that you're allowed to open carry, right? Why will you have a visible firearm in the center of your pelvis or the front of your waistband with a shirt tucked underneath purposely so that people can see that you have a firearm? Why? If you're in a front porch or you're in your house, by all means, I think that's tolerable. That's okay. But if you're in a place of business, a place where people go to sit down and have fun and have a drink, have something to eat, while you're there acting belligerent with a firearm right in the middle of your waist so that people can see. So that, to me, you're asking for attention. You're asking for trouble. Now, the issue here is, additionally, besides being belligerent, is that he is attempting to consume or is consuming alcohol. Now, I carry everywhere I go every single day of my life. But when I know I'm going to go somewhere, either a bar, a club, or a place where I'm going to be consuming alcohol, I leave my firearm at home. Why? Because alcohol and firearms do not mix, just like water and oil doesn't mix. You just cannot put those 2 things together. So I usually just leave it at home. And I think this is why the restaurant called ahead of time when he first got there, being belligerent when they saw the firearm, to prevent what's going to happen afterwards. So we're going to start off the video with the first 911 call. There was 2 calls made.
Atlanta 911, operator 3469. What's the rest of your emergency?
It's 3101 Piedmont Road, Atlanta.
Do you need a police, ambulance, or the fire department?
Police. We have a guy in here with a gun, and he's acting very, very weird.
Okay. Did he point the gun at you?
No, he just has the gun on his belt, and he's yelling at employees in the building. He wants to drink alcohol from the bar.
Oh, he's trying to drink. What's the name of the business there?
Fogo de Chão. Fogo.
Okay.
Dechao.
Okay, hold on. Is he a guest and he just refusing to leave?
No, he walked in. He didn't want to sit in the dining room. I tried to sit him at the table. He started yelling at me. He said that he wanted to go to the bar. Then he tried to order, the most expensive liquor that we have. It's like a $400 shot. And now he just walked to the salad bar and started grabbing food. And then he called another employee and started yelling at him because nobody's taking care of him.
Let me have a description of it. Is he black, white, Hispanic, and what is he wearing?
He's black, short, skinny, like spiky hair, and he's got golden teeth all across his mouth.
Hold on. You said spiky hair and gold teeth?
That's a good description.
Yeah. And he's probably about 5'5", 5'6", skinny, and he's wearing sunglasses.
Okay, and this is Fuego de Chão?
Fuego de Chão. Has to be
what's your name?
Brazilian.
My name is Rudimar. It's Rudimar.
Okay, and verify the phone number you're calling from.
It's weird that they redact the phone number and not the guy's
Okay.
name,
All right,
the
where is he right
complainant's
now?
name.
He's at the bar.
Okay, Mel is at the bar. Mel is at the bar. Okay, all right, we will get someone out there.
Thank you so
All right, so that is a first 911 call. Nothing crazy. Guy is just being belligerent, visibly has a firearm, and he's being belligerent to multiple staff, refusing to be sat down where people usually go sit down and eat. But he wants to go at the bar and eat at the bar, which, whatever. So far, so good. It's just a call for help because of a disorderly person. Nothing crazy. Obviously, it's a little bit worrisome because he has a firearm that's visible and he's showing it to the world. So
All right,
we're gonna
thanks. Bye-bye.
we're gonna skip to the next part that I find interesting. Here, he's at the bottom right corner, as you can see. He has a plate of food, and he's just hanging out eating. Right? Nothing happens, and then I guess he gets frustrated with the staff again, and then he does. He goes behind the bar. We'll see what happens. He has his feet on another seat, like if that's his house. And here he moves the bartender out the way and grabs a Hennessy bottle, like that's his home. Yelling back and forth. This is ignorant behavior right here. Ignorant behavior. Ignorant. This guy is so ignorant. Look at that. Straight Hennessy to the head. No chaser, no nothing. Puts his leg back up in the seat again like this is his home. This is disgusting behavior. But at this point, it's just unruly guest. That's it. Just an unruly guest. All right? So then I guess the restaurant rather, calls 911 a second time. And let's see what they say.
out of the bar. Yeah.
Atlanta
This is the
911,
second call. This is 10 minutes apart, 10 to 15 minutes apart.
3101 Piedmont Road.
3101 Piedmont Road.
Piedmont Road.
Is this
yes.
Fuego de Chão?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. This is about the same guy?
Yeah, I called about 20 minutes ago, and now he went inside of the bar. And
This is
started grabbing
724, right?
bottles.
Sir, you called us about 10 minutes ago. I spoke to you. Okay, we do have your call. As soon as we get a unit available, we'll get someone out there. What is he doing now?
He went inside of the bar now and grabbed a bottle of liquor and just helped himself and is sitting there just drinking.
Okay, so he grabbed the bottle of liquor and is drinking it.
Yeah.
Okay, did he pay for it?
No.
Okay,
No,
all right.
He pushed the bartender out of the way, and like I said, he's got a gun on his belt.
But did he point the gun at you? That's what I'm saying. Did he threaten you with the gun?
He did not point the gun, but he's yelling at everybody.
Okay, I understand that, and I did update the call. The person is yelling and being belligerent. Now he's drinking a bottle of liquor. As soon as we get a unit available, we'll get someone out there, okay?
So, see, this is not a big deal in Atlanta. Because he's not pointing at anybody and he's not threatening anybody. But he is drinking while having a firearm visibly displayed. And to me, that's a concern. To me, that's just a concern that, they should be checked out, All right, we're going to skip to now where, first let's see what time.
Yeah, I called about 20 minutes.
Second call was 7:24, right? First call was 7:11.
Very weird.
So that's, how many minutes is that? Yeah, about 12, 13 minutes, right? So we're going to fast forward when the cops get here. This is him being belligerent to another guest because she told him to take his feet off the table. He had it in the table. Going back and forth with another worker. Okay, here's when the police come. Mind you, they have security. Why does a restaurant have security? I don't know. But they do have security. The only reason why I think he didn't interact with the gentleman is because the gentleman had a firearm. And I don't blame him, and I don't blame the staff or management for telling him not to approach, make contact with this individual. Why? Because things could go crazy. This guy is drinking, and he visibly has a firearm. And I would not tell, as management, I would not tell security to engage him either. I would just wait for the police. So this starts off really fast. It starts off really fast. He sees the police. He puts his hands out like, yo, nothing is okay.
Officers encountered the suspect inside the business and attempted to escort him out.
Starts to try to run.
The suspect was not cooperative, and the encounter escalated to a physical altercation. An officer deployed his taser. However, the taser was not effective, police said.
The guy tries to run. But here you could tell somebody's shooting. From this angle, we can't really tell. Yo, remember this couple. I want you to remember this couple on the floor right here. Remember this couple right here.
An officer deployed his taser. However, the taser was not effective, police said.
I want you to keep an eye on this couple right here. This couple right here. Remember this couple right here, right? Look how scared they are. They're scared for their life, right? But that's them right here. This is a different angle. They're over here laughing at the situation when the police officer tases the Mr. Cullins. Look at her laughing. I don't know why she finds that funny. Like, you should be, look at her. Look at her laughing. I like, why do you find that funny? Look at her. She's dying of laughter.
The suspect began heading toward the door of the business when he was tackled by a security guard. At that point, the suspect produced his firearm and fired one round, striking the security guard.
So here the security guard gets shot in the stomach.
Involved shooting occurred, fatally striking the suspect. The security guard was taken to the hospital in stable condition. Investigators said Cullins was a former employee of the restaurant. Cullins' parents said he was suffering from a mental crisis at the time of the incident and called the police for help prior to the incident.
All right, so they say that he was suffering from a mental crisis. Now, people just throw these things loosely. Oh, he's suffering from this, suffering from that. Mind you, they say he's suffering from a mental crisis at the time of the incident. Never been diagnosed with anything as far as I've seen in any court documents or any documents at all. But now, since the situation happened, they say he was having a mental crisis. Those are the words they want to use so they can sue after the fact.
But when police arrived 2 hours later, Cullins had already left for the restaurant.
Okay, he kicks the gun. We're going to watch the body cam footage now.
What shirt is he wearing?
This is when the cops first get there. Let's move back a little bit.
Yelling at people now, a few minutes ago he went inside the bar, pushed the bartender out of the way, grabbed the bar leaf and just there. Went into the bar. What color shirt is he wearing? Color shirt. Dark. Okay.
Notchalant, they go in.
Directly behind me, sitting at the bar by himself with his feet on the chair.
Okay, so as soon as he sees the police, he just puts his hands up, and that's, I don't know what.
Bro, what's going on?
Look at the gun. Oh, wait, I fast forward too much. I want you to see the gun.
Bro, what's going on?
So he has the gun right here. Let me move myself out the way. Hold on. So here you could see he visibly has the gun, right? Right here in the center waistband, right? and he has a shirt tucked underneath, under his inside of his pants, purposely so you can see that he has a gun. You're at a restaurant, my man. Why? Why? Right, let's continue. Nothing wrong. Just starts to crawl out. I don't know what the hell he was thinking.
Stop! Put down the gun! Go! Go!
So the officers here had to draw their firearm because he instinctively he went and put his hands close to the firearm. So they had to draw their guns too, just in case. Right here. See, his hand goes towards his waistband where the gun is.
Stop! Put down the gun! Go! 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 Put your hands on your fucking head! Put your hands on your head!
Tase him. Doesn't work, as always.
Stop! 5-9 right away! 5-9 right away!
Ooh, one shot leg off. Ooh, they lit him up.
6-3!
Gonna stop it right there. Now you may be asking, why did he shoot him so many times? Right. So to start off, when you get shot, right, it takes your brain a couple of seconds to figure out what's going on with your body. Right. So I'm gonna replay it again. Right. And you're gonna see that when he shoots the security guard in the stomach, officers have no choice but to use deadly force to stop the threat, right? So the officer here puts down maybe 6-7 rounds towards Mr. Cullins, and he stops. And right after he stops, Mr. Cullins still tries to reach for the gun. It's on the floor on his right-hand side with his right hand. You're going to see it. And the officer has to continue firing because of that. They're going to show it in the next angle. He's still moving here. Okay, they kick the gun out the way. That's the gun right there.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Okay, this is a different angle. That's where they shoot him.
63 shots. Put your hands on your head!
Okay, this is the where they freeze frame it so you can see that he reaches. There's the gun. Yeah, the gun is actually in his hand. Gun is actually in his hand. See the gun right there, and then he reaches for the gun.
Stop! Put down the gun! Go! 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 Put your hands on your fucking head! Put your hands on your head! Put your hands on
Here he has his hand on the firearm. Right there, the officers could have shot him. They decided not to. Gun is on his right hand still as he's running. And here he shoots a security guard in the stomach. So he drops the gun. See, he's laying on the floor on the right side. And then he reaches for the gun after being shot like 7 times. So the officer had no choice but to shoot a few more rounds. That's pretty much the video. After that, Mr. Cullins was pronounced deceased at the hospital. A very unfortunate incident. It could have been prevented. Was he suffering from mental illness? From watching this video, I don't think so. But then again, who knows? It was just a person who has no home training, who was acting belligerent, feet up on the table, feet up on the desk where people eat, drinking, having a firearm in public view so everybody can see it. It's his actions was led him to this, unfortunately. Was this a good shoot, what we call a good shoot, a justified shooting? I would say so. I don't know what happens to these officers, but I'm assuming they didn't do anything wrong to them, because this to me looks like a justified shooting. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Did the officer did anything wrong? What could have been done better or different to prevent this type of incident from happening in the future? And don't forget to subscribe and like. I could continue making videos like this. Catch you guys on the next video. Peace.